You just look at it. So what I have done here is this is a month. So the actual thing is start from here. So week. So let's say from next week, like Monday onwards. Somewhere. So I'm taking the data, this data, and then the forecast. I have received this data from the customer. So client is giving me that the 25,000 volume they will be giving me every week, and we have to do the capacity plan. So how many FT is required to manage this data. So this is like nothing new. This is similar activity that we have discussed in the previous session, but like the techniques will be a little bit different. We will be considering a few like new assumptions and all. So let's skip to this assumptions. This is the assumptions. So like the same assumptions we discussed on the very first day. So 365 days in like in a year, 100 like 2 week offs, 104 week offs in a year, leaves and everything. Now we are considering here 5% in office shrinkage, and we are considering that like normal working hours, 8 hours is the normal working hours after break. This is one piece. And second is nesting production hours. So nesting the people will be 5 hours, 6 hours. So right now I have considered 6 hours. You can take consider it 4 hours as well. You can consider it 5 hours as well. Like as per your need or as per your like okay. So now I have considered attrition 1.15% attrition, which is 5% monthly attrition. So 5% monthly attrition I have calculated 5 into 12 divided by 52. The same thing we discussed last week. Last week also. Training throughput we are considering here, and padding we are considering. Next in the AHT section. So for nesting people in week 1 and week 2, we will be considering. See, so normal productivity, production activity, production AST is 420 seconds. Okay, for one case. So for a like nesting people, we are considering they will take 780 seconds. Week 2 again, week 3 again they will be taking 780 seconds. So ideally, this I'm considering for 4 months. You can make the changes as per your need or as per your requirement. In week 5 like in next like another like on second month we will be considering like 600 seconds for one case, and then another on the third month we will be considering this will be the AST, and so on the week 13 and week 14 onwards the normal AST they will move to the normal AST. Okay. Now this is your hiring plan. In hiring plan what happens, let's say I need few people. So can you see this data? Look at this data. Accident deficit headcount. If you look at this data, you will see we need some additional people. So in this week I need June 29 week I need 113 people, but we are we are saying that I have only 80 people as of now in this week. So I need 30 additional 33 additional people. In week 3, sorry, in week 6 July week, I need additional 34 people, 35 people, and keep increasing month like every week. So I'll tell you. So in for hiring, we are considering that I need 24 people in this week. Sorry, 24 people I'm going to hire in during this week. I still need this many people, so I will be adding more people. You can, if you want to add more people, you can add, let's say, 20 people in this week. So every week, let's say in the first week there will be DNA training, second week, third week, fourth week, and every week it keeps changing. It's moving to next week. The formula is like made in such a way. Can you see this? Once they start the once they move into the process training. In process training, we start considering the attrition percentage from week 2 onward. Look at this data. So I'm saying I have 24 people joining, and then after clearing the VNA training, they start the they move into the week one process training, and from week two process training, we have attrition. So see, 1 minus S23 is like nothing but your attrition percentage. Look at this. And so on. It is moving to next week, moving to next week. Like after completing the process training for 4 weeks, they will move into nesting. So we started with 24 people, and after attrition and everything, the nesting, like sorry, here you will go nesting. So after attrition and 90% of throughput, just look at this. So in week 4 training, we have 23 people, and only 90% throughput will be there. So what I'm saying, 10% people will get rejected. They will not be able to clear the training. Guys, getting my point?
Yes, yes.
Now in nesting week 2, so we start considering the attrition, 1.15% weekly attrition, and so on. This is what my data is. Now what I'm saying, as on today, I have 100 FT. So this data I have entered manually. So I'll take the how many FT do I have on the project today. Okay. So this is just like assumed number. You can take 120, 125, whatever the like actual headcount is there on the project. All right. Now, so what I'm saying, in this week, how many people do I have in training? Look at this. Process training, we have 24 people. If you move to this week, you will see we have process training for 24 plus 20 people. In week 10th of August, we will have this many people in training. Now, I have the overall head count. So this is like including tenure and everything. Nesting people I will consider separately. So how many people I will have nesting people, 21 in this week, this week, and so on. Now, I'm considering here in the next section available hours. Nesting people will be able to deliver how many hours? 6 hours. So just look at this data. Not here. Let's go here. So what I'm saying, in 24 August, I will have 21 people in nesting. Okay. And this nesting 21 people will deliver 24 hours for the week, and they will work at 80% occupancy. Can you see this, guys?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool. Next week again I will have how many people in nesting? Similar, 70. And week 2 I will have this many people from like these people from like 21 people is when we will move to like 31st August week. They will move to the week 2, then week 3, week 4, week 5, and so on. And here onwards, so once they move into the, once they are out of the nesting phase, they move into week 3. They will start delivering the production of 32 hours per week at 80% occupancy. Now look at this data. Tenure headcount. So what is my tenure headcount today? My tenure headcount on this date is 94, because we are considering 1.15% attrition every week. Okay. So if you go here in tenured headcount section, you will see this 94 people delivering 8 hours, sorry, 32 hours for the week, and at 80% occupancy. Until here, we are fine. So we'll be able to calculate, say, who for every week who will deliver how many hours and at some occupancy percentage. Now look at this data. So in AST assumption sheet, table you will. So in weighted AST, I have calculated the weighted AST. Weighted AST for all the weeks, including nesting, week 3 to week 14, and production, people in the production. So I will take this data to explain it better. I will take you to here. So what I have done is here, I have taken this data. AST I have taken from here only. So this is like as an AST. Or I'm considering this data, this number as an assumption. So this is, let's say one people, I have one FT in the team, okay, and they sorry, in nesting week 1 and one people in nesting week 2. So they will be delivering 8 hours, sorry, 6 hours and again 6 hours. And from week 3 onwards, they will start delivering 8 hours. In production, I am saying I have, let's say 50 people into, they will deliver 8 hours. Okay. So the total is this. So this is my weighted AST. 780, 600, 600 and 480 and then 420. Every week, it is reducing every month. And this is your weighted AST. This is how in this section I have calculated the weighted AST. Like weekly AST and then weekly delivered hours as per the number of delivered hours. Okay, this is my one calculation. Now I'll come to this point. So let's say forecasted volume. Your capacity planning is this. So your capacity for this, can anybody tell me for week July 30, what is my capacity hours? Can you tell me please, anybody? Santosh, Gaurav. Hello.
What is your question, Veer?
So my question is like, what is my capacity hours for week 20th July?
Wait, let me check.
My capacity hours is, this is my head count, right? Week on week. In this, I will have nobody in training, sorry, nobody in nesting, or no, like only 97 people is tenured people. They are in production. So 97 people will be delivering 2,496 hours. This is my capacity hours for this week. Okay. So I am saying.
So that is 97 into 40.
What's your voice?
Is that the calculation?
Right. So this is what the calculation is here. If you look at it. The calculation is here. So how many FT? The FT is 97, and then they will give 32 hours for the week, at 80% occupancy after 5% in office shrinkage.
Okay.
Okay. So
How did this 97 tenure agent, can you please explain this 97 agent tenure
sure.
calculation?
So I'll tell you.
Because 77 is available FT and 44 agents
100
are in
people
training.
as on today, let's say in on June 29, I have this 100 people. I have entered this manually. So I don't know how
Okay.
many people do I have, but I have taken the assumed number. You can like take the number whatever we have on the existing on the floor. So 100 people I have considered. Every week we have 1.15% sorry attrition,
Attrition.
right? So like
Mhm.
1%, one people will move, like will go away in July 6th week. In 13th July week, we will one people will go, and 20th July we will another one people. So that is how you have 97 people in this week.
Okay.
Because like the hiring plan that you have done here, they will not be part of your production because they will start doing production from week
20
31st August.
31st of August. Right.
Because they will be in training for 2 months. You can like, so I'm just showing like helping you to understand this is how the calculation will happen.
Mhm.
4 week training, VNA training, 4 week process training, then nesting. There are so many projects where VNA training is not required. There are so many projects where like 1 week of training or 2 weeks of training is like there. So similarly, like you can make the changes. Let's say if you want to add 5 people here directly, you can add the 5 people from here directly. Got it? And they will start adding like they will go through different weeks and different fees. So I am planning the hiring of 24 people and 20 people in respective these two respective weeks. So anyway, like since I'm like we are on 29 June, we are not supposed to like uh, have the like plan the hiring this way. We will be planning a hiring for like for the next month. So I will be planning the hiring from here onwards. But just to understand, you understand the concept. I have like set up the structure this way. Okay, so ideally, let's say if I'm doing the plan here, so if this should be, let's say 17th of 10th August, and this is how it will be. Okay, so what I'm saying is on July 20th week, my capacity is to manage 21,391 cases out of 25,000. So we will not be able to process the transaction of 3,600. To process these 3,600 transactions, we will have to like plan the OT hours. So let me put some. Um, see, look at this number. So if I am able to do 450 hours of OT, we will be able to achieve the target. Okay. So like it depends like to how many people you will plan for the week to so they can deliver 450 hours of OT. So now,
put a formula here that required miles available.
Santosh, your voice is not clear. I'm not able to hear it properly. I think some connection issues that you're in. Still can't hear you. Gaurav Gitiya, can you hear him?
Yes, we can hear you.
No, I mean, can you hear Santosh? I was not able to understand.
No.
No, I could not.
No, Santosh. Sorry. Can you like ping me your question? Message me your question. I'll take it. So this is my deficit economy. Headcount requirement is this. My available FT is this, and this is the FT you are short by. So this is the process. This is the calculation process we will be using to consider the AHT RAM or AST like training. The people who are in training or the people who are in nesting phase on the AHT we will consider while doing the plan. So Jyoti, Naresh, Geetika, or anybody has question so far? Or if you want to look at the template.
Yeah, we want to look at the template for sure.
So far, do you understand like what we are trying to do here, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And once this is done, so you can like let's say if you are working in some of the projects where like billing hours is there. So let's say as per the SOW, as per the client contract, client SOW says that like they will pay me $1,665 for one FT, and one FT has to deliver. One FT is equal to 157.5 hours. Sorry, please continue. Okay, so I have this is my overall art delivered hours. Post and these hours are post occupancy. Understand? So these hours. So this is my FT delivered hours and FT into multiplied by like bill rate, and this is how you will be able to calculate how many what will be your weekly revenue. Okay. Support headcount you can consider like how many. Let's say it depends. So let's say your support headcount is required 5% is required. So in that case, you can consider this many headcount. this data. Let's say these are the rows. Let's see. And so on. These are like basic things. So I'm sure you guys will be able to do it. So how many FT, like some SMA is required, TL is required, and DP and everything is required. Okay. Guys, any question so far? Hello.
No.
Gitika, Santosh, Jyoti. We are good, right? Okay, cool.
So we here the number of support staff that we have taken the 5%. It at times it actually gives by given by the client, right? That these are the percentage
Like
that you should.
everything that is mentioned in the SOW. So this is the assumed number. Suppose
Yes.
this is the assumed number. So
Yeah,
you can make the
right.
changes. Like you can take it 10%, 15%, 1:5. Let's say generally like TL we have 1:20 or 1:15. Okay. In some of the projects TL is 1:10. So you can make the changes anyway. So this is why I have left it blank. I'm not making
Right.
any changes.
Okay.
So I'm sending you this template now. Just go through it, okay? And we can discuss. I will be taking the questions tomorrow. So I'm sure like you will have some questions and all.
Sure, we'll discuss it.
Sure.
So we will I will be taking some questions tomorrow. So we be prepared, and also I will be asking some questions. So to understand, you guys are like you guys are on track. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, bye.
Thank
Thank you.